Just got this portable power station along with this portable solar panel sent to me from ALLPOWERS. The two of these combined are essentially a solar generator. So let's open these up and see what we got. Hey, what's up YouTube? Dan the Fix-It Man. Got another quick video here for you. The company ALLPOWERS reached out to me and asked me if I'd be willing to take a look at this portable power station along with this portable solar panel to charge it. Now, if you're doing any type of off-grid camping or overlanding, it's a really nice way to keep your small devices charged up and powered. We'll start first with the power station. Let's just open this up real quick. Got your warranty card. Now it comes with your AC charge cable here so that we can keep this fully powered maybe before we head out on a trip. I'll set this aside. A really nice thick foam padding to protect it, and it's got a handle on the top, so we'll just lift this up out of the box, peel off this protective screen cover. Now the model here is R600. This has a 600 watt pure sine wave AC inverter up to a 1200 watt surge. Now the weight on this is just under 12.5 pounds. It's really not too bad. You can easily carry this with you. Now here on the side, this little panel folds up and this is your input. Now the AC charge is 100 to 120 volt, 4 amp max, or up to 400 watts. Now it also has this little reset button here, or AC overload protector. Now on this side is our solar/car input. It doesn't come with the car charger or the car cigarette adapter, but it says that this is 12 to 60 volts, 8.8 amp max, 220 watts of input max from solar. Now if we press and hold this power button, that turns the unit on. You can see that we're at 67% charge. Here we have a light on the top right. Push that button, it turns on. Push it again, it gets a little bit brighter. And you push it a third time and it does an SOS flash. Press it for the fourth time and it turns it off. Now this button here will turn on the DC output. So we've got two USB-C ports, two USB-A ports, and this button, once we power that on, it also will turn on this right here, which is the 12 volt cigarette lighter type of adapter up to 10 amps. You'll notice here on the top, we also have a wireless charging pad and the output is 15 watts for that. Now this button here will turn on the AC outlets, which are these two outlets right here. And they do have these nice dust covers on here, so keep that from getting any dust or dirt or debris in there. Now these batteries are lithium iron phosphate. They're a little bit heavier than lithium ion, but they're very reliable and they do last a long time. It says that even after 3,500 full discharge and recharge, the battery will still operate at 80% capacity. This power station is also equipped with an uninterruptible power supply, or UPS. So for example, if you have your computer plugged into this and this plugged into the wall outlet, if the power goes out, the UPS will supply 110 volt AC power to the load in less than 10 milliseconds. And it comes with a 5-year warranty. Now in the warranty pouch, it does include the warranty card and a user manual. It explains how to use each function, but it also has these QR codes that you can scan so that you can download the app. It looks like you can operate this, or it'll connect to your phone via Bluetooth and let you know the remaining power, charge time, and all that other good stuff. It's got quite a few things on here that you can also control. Also has some answers to some frequently asked questions and some troubleshooting steps as well. Now, as I mentioned, you can download the app and connect this to your phone via Bluetooth. And the way that you do that is you press and hold this DC button for 3 seconds. That turns on this little Bluetooth icon on the screen and makes this discoverable on your phone. Now, I don't have room on my phone right now for another app, so I'm not going to show the app, but let's go ahead and turn this off and power everything down. I'm just going to press and hold that power button. I'm going to set this aside and then we'll open up that solar panel and see how long it takes to top this off and get it fully charged. All right, well, here is our 140 watt solar panel. You can see it's got a nice carrying handle and it's got a couple buckles here that keep it folded up. We'll take a look at that here in just a minute when we unfold this, but let me flip it around. Now on the back of the solar panel, we've got this little pouch right here as well. Let's open up this zipper pouch and see what comes in here. Got another information card right here. Look at all these cables we've got, all these cables and adapters. This is awesome. The solar panel comes with its own instruction manual. Again, this is the SP029, and the user manual, you know, it's pretty straightforward, but it basically just tells you need to unfold it, put it in direct sunlight, and connect it. Looks like there's other options as far as connecting it in series or parallel, and you can stack some of these together. But let's take a look at the cables that we got here. Now this here is what we'll use to charge up the power station. This is the XT60 connector, and then all we need to do is hook this up to the solar panel and we're good to go. But just wanted to point out, this also comes with these alligator cables right here that you can use and charge this direct to a battery. Also comes with this here, which is a barrel connector and 5 adapters so that you can use this on many other power stations as well. Now it's a nice sunny morning. I'm just going to connect this to the XT60 and then we'll plug this into the power station and see what kind of charge we can get from this. Now this is a pretty ideal setup. I've got the solar panels in the full sun and I'm able to put the power station over here in the shade. And you can see right now we're at 96 watts of input. Looks like everything is working the way it should. We'll let the solar panels do their thing. Once the power station is fully charged up, we'll plug in a few devices and see how it does. Now it looks like we do have some really good full sun on the panels, but it is November and so the sun's a little bit lower in the sky and I'm sure that's why it's not quite as intense and picking up closer to that 140 watts. I think it's pretty typical to not get the full rating out of those panels, but right now we're at 79% and 79 watts of input. It says we've got 55 minutes to go. So we'll let this keep doing its thing and then once this is fully charged, we'll plug in a few devices and see how it does. Now I just moved the power station behind the solar panels right here so you can see that the shade from the solar panels is keeping this from being in the full sun. Still have a pretty good angle on the panel, so we'll keep going. For some reason, our power bank is stuck on 99%. It's showing 3 minutes left, but it's been stuck on this for about a half an hour and it's still showing that it's charging. I'm not sure if that's a ramp down effect or if there's a reason for that. If any of you that are smarter than me know, you can go ahead and put that in the comments, but 99% is good enough for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and unplug this and then we'll test this by plugging in several small devices and see how it does. So now we're charged up to 99%. Again, good enough for the sake of testing this. Let's go ahead and turn it on and it says we've got 99%, but it says 4 days basically remaining, you know, if we just had it powered on. But I just wanted to check each of these functions and plug things in here real quick and see what kind of watts or power we're drawing. I'm going to start with one of the AC outlets here. Let's power that on. I'm just going to charge a little flashlight. We should get a red light on the light. Okay, so this is charging and it says we're pulling 5 watts right now. All right, now I'm going to plug in an iPad on the DC side. So let's press that button to turn that on and use the USB-C outlet right here. Okay, that is now charging. It took a second, but now see we're up to 26 watts of output. I'm going to plug in a USB-A and charge up some of these GoPro batteries real quick. Oh, I guess one of them is already charged, but this one is charging. Right now we're at 17 watts. Yeah, the iPad is still charging. I guess it had a little bit higher watt when I initially plugged it in. Now here's another USB-C to an Apple Lightning. I'm going to plug in a phone. Says it's at 89% and it's charging now as well. Output is right now at 20 watts. Another USB-A. You can see that that is charging. So right now we're only pulling 19 watts. You know what, let me go grab something that we can plug into the car charger as well. This little Noco Jump Pack GB70. I'll plug this one into the cigarette lighter 12 volt car adapter. Looks like that's working as well. That's pretty impressive. We're running all of these things at once. An iPad, flashlight, another work light, GoPro batteries, an iPhone, and charging up the Jump Pack. Everything seems to be charging just fine. It says that we can run this with all of this plugged in for 8 hours, which is very impressive for the size of this. Now, I also want to test the wireless charging, which is output of 15 watts on this same Astro light because it also has a wireless charging pad. Let's see if this will work. Oh yeah, it picked it up for a second there. Okay, it's on. Kind of had to move this around, make sure that we were making contact, but wirelessly charging my work light there too. That is pretty amazing. Just for kicks, let's do one more. This is a Milwaukee M18 battery. Well, this dust cover is kind of in the way, but I'm trying to make this work with the orientation. It looks like that will work okay. We're charging this battery as well. We're up to 89 watts of output and it says that it will run this all for about 2 hours. I mean, I know we can all plug stuff into our car, but having something like this with multiple devices and of course you just keep this charged up and this should be good for the day at least. I mean, to be able to keep your batteries charged if you're out on a job site and there's just no power, that's pretty awesome. Again, I've got all of this stuff plugged in, 89 watts of output. This says that it's good for 600 watts. So that'll even run some small appliances in your home as well, you know, in the case of an emergency power outage or anything like that. Even if if you're on a long boat trip, it would be really nice to have some power with you and a way to charge that power station as well. All right, well, I decided to top this off by plugging it into the AC outlet here, and you can see we are stuck at 99% again. We've got 76 watts of input. It dropped down from originally around 114, and it says 5 more minutes to go, but it said that for quite a while, so I'm just not sure what is the reason or why it does stay at 99%, but I'll leave it plugged in here and see if we can eventually get up to 100. Some of the other reviews, people were saying that the fan was really loud, but I think that was a previous version. I think now that's been solved, and this is nice and quiet, along with the door not staying up. You can see that it does easily stay up now, and it is no longer drawing any power, and it did get to 100%. I just wanted to do one more quick test here before I wrap this up. Now, one of the things we really like to do when camping is watch movies, and so I've got this little mini projector, and I'll usually set up a screen. In the past, I've just left a car running so that we can watch this if we don't have a place to plug it in, but I was curious if something like this could run long enough to finish a 2-hour movie. So let's plug this in and see what it says. Let's turn on the AC outlet and then go ahead and power this projector on. So there it is. Projector is powered up, and it says that we are drawing 48 watts of output, and the timer down here says that we have 4 hours remaining. So we might even be able to show 2 full movies with the projector before we deplete the power station. Well, that's pretty much everything. I have to say I'm very impressed with this power station and that 140 watt solar panel. Perfect to take with you camping, or even just to keep your cell phones fully charged in the case of an emergency power outage. Looks like this will also be able to power some important medical devices. If you've got a CPAP machine or some sensitive electronics that can't lose power. We never really know what kind of situation we're going to be in, but I mean, it is so important to even just keep your phone charged in the case of an emergency. I hope you liked the video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you don't mind. That does help me out. I'll get a link in the description where you can pick up this exact same power station along with that portable solar panel as well. Thanks so much for watching, and good luck.